Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Melanated family. What the what the hell was going on out here in these streets, man? What's going on, y'all? That's not funny. So check it out. Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room quickly. You know what I mean? Because I've been watching all of the commentary all day that people give, which, you know, it could be interesting at times. But let's clarify a few things, right? Let's call it what it is. By now, everybody's seen the clip of our brother Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, right, at the Oscars. So here's the thing, family. I think because I'm a big fan of Will Smith, like just how he conducts himself with his family, all the shit people say about his kids and all that. I don't get into all that, but Will Smith has always seemed like a stand-up individual, right? He always seemed like a dude who was dedicated, who was a hard worker. He's one of the best actors we've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like I fuck with Will Smith. I'm a really big fan of pretty much everything he's done. You know what I mean? So to me, like, because I'm seeing people killing the brother, man. Everybody is always either way over there or way over there. You know what I mean? I think we can consider this a momentary lap in judgment. See, because everybody killing him. I see people online like, I don't respect Will Smith no more. Okay, look, I tell y'all this all the time. Celebrities are people. Like, y'all know that, right? Y'all know the kind of shit you be arguing about in your house. You know, celebrities argue about the same kind of shit in their house. Do you know they go through the same kind of problems, the same kind of emotional situations that cause them to do certain things? This was a lapse in judgment to me. You feel me? Because I personally, like, I had to educate myself on a few things. I didn't know Jada Pinkett Smith had alopecia. I've heard of what that is, but I wasn't aware, like, specifically on the damages that can cause. So it's a disease, or it's a ailment that makes you lose your hair, right? So when watching this, because a lot of people that hit me up like, Harrison, that was fake, bro. I'm like, wait a minute. You know, I did a little research. The Oscars have staged comedic events for ratings. Nothing about that seemed staged to me. Nothing about that seemed staged to me, just to keep it real. What he yelled afterwards kind of confirmed, nigga, I wasn't playing with you. So I get it, right? But here's the thing. I love my brother Will Smith, so I'm gonna consider it a momentary lap in judgment, because the name of the show, or the name of the topic of what we're talking about, is, was he wrong for hitting Chris Rock? Yes, he was wrong for hitting Chris Rock. He was wrong. Momentary lap in judgment. So I'm not going to judge him. I'm not going to cancel him. I'm not going to say I don't respect him no more. I'm going to just consider it a momentary lap in judgment, because you know what? When I see them, some of this shit is so funny to me. When I see them walking up to the stage, you know what? Because I watched it like 12 times, right? I couldn't stop watching it. When I see them walk up to the stage, I was like, wait a minute. He didn't just slap Chris Rock. You feel me? He didn't just, as I kept watching it over and over, I'm sorry, family. Last night, I was enamored by it. I'm like, what the fuck did I see? What did I actually witness, right? But the more I watched it, the more I realized, y'all, hear me clearly. He didn't slap Chris Rock. He was slapping all of us. He was slapping the world. That nigga slapped everybody. You feel me? That's who he was hitting to me. I don't think him hitting Chris Rock was about that moment. Because look, comedians tell jokes. That's equivalent to you being at a comedy show with your girl, and the comedian say some shit about her weight or something that's an actual ailment or something going on, and you go off on them. You can't do that. Now, granted, we got to be honest, family. Will Smith laughed. As soon as he heard the joke, he laughed. Right? He laughed. Then he seen his girl, he seen his woman, he seen his wife, who he's supposed to be the protector of. He seen her take it the wrong way. She didn't like it. She felt like, you shouldn't have went there. That put the battery in his back. And he felt he did what he needed to do for his woman in the moment, which I'm not ever going to question what a man feels he needed to do for his woman. That's his woman. That's his situation. It's on live TV. Hence why all of us are critiquing and have an opinion. It's something we've seen publicly. So a public display sometimes can warrant a public response. I get that. But he was slapping all of us, family. You see what I'm saying? And that was the wrong place for that. In my opinion, seeing two black men do that, it was funny to me. And just to keep it real, you know how we are. Like America, we love a train wreck. Have we ever seen some shit like that? You see? And Will Smith, for the most part, is a mild-mannered, as he's been portrayed, a good dude who don't involve himself in certain things. You see what I'm saying? So people were saying that it was staged and it really didn't happen. Well, the Oscars have came out and said they didn't know it was going to happen. But I would say, if it was staged, give me the reason why. What he wanted to prove to the world that he protects his woman. I mean, why? Give me the context behind staging some shit like that. Then after what he said afterwards was some what he said afterwards was some real nigga shit that you say after you put it on a nigga, and you better, you know what I mean? So he kind of bossed up on him after he put his hands on him. But look, see, momentary lapse in judgment. Come on now. Don't kill my brother. Don't kill him like that. This was a momentary lapse. It had to be. I'm going to tell you why I think it had to be a momentary lapse in judgment. For one, if we're talking about over the past year and a half, 2 years of the criticism and the judgment and the media frenzy around his family and the goddamn entanglement, I'm sure he's heard worse, right? I'm sure he's heard worse. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's heard worse, but what happened was, I'm sure alopecia isn't deadly, but I'm sure he's been seeing his wife trying to manage this ailment. You love your woman, you see her hurting in pain, confused, you want to help her. You see what I'm saying? Because he was cool. He was like, ha ha ha. Oh shit. That was it. That was it. These these young dudes out here. These young dudes out here fucking my girl, got everybody online going after me, got to hear about this entanglement shit. The switch went off. See, momentary lapse in judgment. Let's give the brother Will Smith. So he's a human. He's not really Ali, you guys. He's not really Serena and Venus's daddy. Like he's fucking acting, right? That's not who he really is. He's actually just a person who has emotions. Men can get emotional too. Momentary lapse in judgment, right? Because people were saying it's fake, but when I seen his speech afterwards, I was like, okay, I get it. He was dealing with a lot of shit while trying to be happy about an award and talk to people. You see what I'm saying? He was dealing with a lot of shit. I seen his speech, and I'm like, okay. He was just dealing with something. You know what I mean? This brother was just dealing with something, and this was the tipping. This tipped it over for him. You see what I'm saying? And this whole scenario, I'm kind of happy it played out the way it did. Just on some real shit. Because I look at worst case scenario, like, what's the worst that could have happened? Like, how bad could this have gotten? And I know men, black men primarily, but I know men who he's lucky he put his hands on Chris Rock. This could have got a whole lot worse. This incident could have got a whole lot worse. I don't even know if the Oscars will have him back. I say they will because he's such a big name and he don't really do things like this. This is like out of his character, just on some real shit. You know what I mean? But he lucky he put his hands on Chris Rock. I give Chris Rock a lot of credit. Most men I know could not have done that. Like a lot of men, I don't care if it's the supermarket, if it's the church, my son's recital, you put your hands on certain men, it's going down right there. So think about that. He slaps him and walks off like the victor. And Chris Rock looked like, did this nigga just slap me? You know what I mean? He walks off like the victor. Dude, he hit the wrong man. They gonna tear that motherfucker up. They gotta go to commercial break. You're gonna see everybody coming out with the walkie-talkies trying to stop them. At that point, now neither one of y'all coming back. Now that's gonna be like a permanent stain on both of your careers. Because at the end of the day, these are two black men up there doing that. That's some real shit. So when somebody say, hey, they staged it, I'm like, I don't know if he would stage that with a brother, just on some real shit. And it don't look staged. Both of them have apologized. Wait a minute. Will Smith apologized. I get it. Chris Rock, why would he apologize, family? Can somebody explain that to me? A nigga put his hands on you and you say, I'm sorry? What are you sorry for? What'd you do? He's a comedian. He's a comedian. This type of thing happens all the time. I think without the momentary lapse in judgment, Will could have later on said, hey, bro, you know she got this thing she dealing with. Come on now. That's how you approach it. To me, it wasn't that big of a disrespectful gesture. It was his, maybe I'm giving the brother all the credit because I fuck with Will Smith. I'm not into canceling people or doubling down on speaking negative about him because they do something like this. That's not really how I give it up. I'm thinking he knew his wife was dealing with this. Maybe it's been difficult for her to deal with this ailment on top of everything the media has been saying about their relationship. I think this was a moment. This is a moment. Look, on some, all jokes aside, family, this is the kind of moments men need to be careful about. What if he had a gun? This is the same kind of moment where a man catches woman cheating and kill both of them. See? Same scale. It's a moment where you say fuck everything. And granted, in life, as a man, sometimes you gotta say fuck it all and do what you gotta do to protect your family. For me, this wasn't necessarily one of those moments. You know what I mean? And I don't know if Chris Rock knew she had alopecia. I didn't know. Maybe he knew, and that was a part of him telling that joke. I don't know. Maybe Will Smith talked to him. What's up? What's going on, bro? How your wife doing? You know what she dealing with? And he still make the joke. We don't know. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm even though I do what I do, I'm getting better at finding a way to critique something, to add perspective to something, to have a conversation about something or someone without being judgmental. We don't know these people. Like, let's throw that out there first. All we can go by is what we see and give our perspectives on what we see. And in that moment, he shouldn't have hit that man. Because really, again, it could have went left. Like, no more Oscars for niggas. If he would have hit the wrong one, and I love my brother Will, but it's weird to me how sometimes men almost know who they can do certain things to, right? Ain't that something? They don't look. If 50 Cent was given the awards for the night, he wouldn't have went up there. Can we agree to that? Like, just really, he would have talked to 50 Cent, right? He would have had a conversation with 50. It wouldn't have happened like that. And I think, just being the kind of dude I am, I'm gonna keep it real. If Kevin Costner said the joke, Brad Pitt even, would he have slapped the shit out of Brad Pitt? Makes you wonder, right? See? So sometimes it's a matter of, I'm going to do it to who I know I can do it to. Ooh, she mad, I can protect her. Chris Rock, perfect opportunity. I'm sorry. I'm making light of the situation, but both of those are our brothers. They'll get over this situation. They'll have to talk about it a little longer, do interviews about it, refuse interviews about it, but it happened. And last thing I'll say about my brother Will Smith, because I love Will Smith, I'm going to continue to support him. This ain't no cancellation, none of that kind of shit. But this is just how my brain works. If you into disciplining niggas for disrespect, if that's your thing, that's why I say momentary lapse in judgment. That's what I should have called this shit. You know what I mean? Because look, I know men who disrespect means physical altercation. Don't care where I'm at. Don't care what I'm doing. Disrespect means physical altercation. We all know them kind of dudes. I don't think Will's that kind of dude. If so, everybody been saying this online. Everybody been debating back and forth about it. Look, the August Alsina situation, let's just step outside of the box. We don't know all the details. We're not going to get into that. But if a dude have sex with your wife while y'all on a break, quote unquote, that's cool. Like, I'm not going to go check the dude. You never go check the dude. You talk to your woman. Everybody know that's how it go. That's man code. However, what if the little nigga is your son's friend? What if y'all in pictures smiling it up? See, I don't know how deep this go with the whole August Alsina shit. But if we slapping niggas for disrespect, wouldn't he be on the list? Wouldn't he be? Maybe he did. See, let's be completely contextual. Maybe he choked a little nigga and we ain't see it. You never know. You know what I mean? Maybe he did. We don't know. And I've seen a lot of men joke about all of the things Will Smith and his wife have been dealing with over the past two years or so. I've seen a lot of people joke about it. And we can't be selective on who we put our hands on. If you that type of dude, because you don't gotta be. You could be the type of dude that would have talked to him afterwards. Some niggas would have waited, smiled, dog walked him in the parking lot, seen him backstage and really give him that work. There's different kind of men out here. You see what I'm saying? But if you're into putting your hands on niggas, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? If you're into doing that, then be into doing that. That's why I think momentary lapse of judgment. That's why Will Smith apologized. When I heard his speech he gave, I knew it was real. That was a man, listen to his acceptance speech that he got for the Venus and Serena movie, which is a great movie if y'all haven't seen it. He was trying his best to keep it together, family. He was trying his best to keep it. I don't know if he was regretful. Well, he was kind of regretful, but he didn't apologize to Chris Rock. Did y'all peep that? He apologized to everybody but Chris Rock. And then today, I got to research it. I only seen one article. I always look at like 4 of them. From what I seen, Chris Rock apologized. That's amazing. Like, I know these brothers is older. They in their 50s or whatever. But Chris Rock is an amazing man. Like, he was right for the job. You're going to apologize. If he would have socked him in his face, it would have been a little better. You know what I mean? See a little blood, knock him down. That's the man shit. This nigga slapped you, B. This nigga slapped you. See, some men would have chased him off the stage. Now we tearing everything up. Now you're going to have to kill me in this motherfucker with everybody with these nice suits on. But that would have been worse. Like, I don't advocate that. But a lot of times it's just the reaction of this type of endeavor. Will Smith is lucky. This played out. I know he seems like he regretted. He's going to have to talk about this, whether it be interviews, whether it be different sources of the media. The internet's going to kill him. We know how the internet do. But it all played out the right way, though. Hopefully he learned from this and he said, you know what? I got to stop giving all these niggas credence. I'm the shit. I don't care what y'all say about me, my wife, none of that. I know some of our business, you know what I mean, kind of got leaked. Because when we look at everything, sometimes when I look at Jada, right, we have a perspective of people. But doing what I do now, I realize when you talk a lot in this kind of forum, sometimes you put your foot in your mouth. Because Jada, Red Table Talk, see, without Red Table, and this is some real shit, without Red Table Talk, the August Alsina situation doesn't get as hyped up. Why? On Red Table Talk, her mama and them, they disciplining motherfuckers, right? They on there acting like mama bears, right? Keep it real. I've seen a lot of episodes with Snoop, T.I. They disciplining them. Baby, you shouldn't be doing that, right? They disciplining people. Well, when she went on Red Table Talk with Will Smith and talked about what she calls a fucking entanglement, it was kind of weird, family. Both of them looked weird. I don't care what nobody say. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they was laughing beforehand. Maybe they was chilling beforehand and knew it was going to be funny, whatever. It looked weird. When she said to Will, it was an entanglement. Sometimes you can't fake your emotions. Will was like, entanglement, bitch? What? Entanglement, really? That's what you're going to call it? Okay. He was bothered. So we don't know all the details behind that situation either. You see what I'm saying? And of course, social media, the day and age we live in, everybody's going to chime in and talk. And I personally, last night, everything's a learning moment, right? Last night I was drinking, right? And without thinking, like I was on one, I was feeling myself. Once I seen it, I responded. I went on social media. I went on my Facebook page, Instagram. I said, I worded things in a way that didn't represent how I really feel completely. So I don't like doing that. So I erased it. And I was like, you know what? Let me wait. And let me give it a day. so I can be contextual and I can talk about it. Because one problem we got is we think we have to be on one side or the other. Do you know the world, most situations kind of lives in a gray area where some of that's true, added some shit you didn't know. I think that's most situations. But to do what I do, I'm not going to come on here and shit on Will or shit on Chris. Let's add perspective. Let's have a conversation about it. Yeah, the melanated combo. Because how I give it up, I want to be able to, any celebrity or man or woman that I talk about, I want you to be able to see my conversation and be like, you know what, I'll talk to that dude. Let's chop it up. I'm not going to talk to you and talk down on you and talk all this shit about you when I don't know your life. Like, y'all, check it out. A lot of us are striving to be successful. A lot of us are doing some great things in our life. But I'm sure we don't know how it feels to be where he is at in a particular area. Like, think about how well touted Will Smith is. He's probably the best black actor of our generation. Besides like a Denzel, maybe, Will Smith may be that dude. Think about that life. Think about that pressure. Think about this nigga has to act like other people for a living. What does that entail? How does that make you feel afterwards? You don't think he wasn't Ali for 9 months after the movie wrapped? You don't think he was walking around with a goddamn tennis racket? Dude, you can't be that good at something and there not be some negative attributes to it. You see what I'm saying? So get that brother some credit, man. So what, he slapped the nigga. This happens. I know it's a very big platform. I don't like that it happened. I didn't like to see that. I didn't like to see two iconic black men in entertainment have that kind of moment, because this is a moment and it's going to be shared forever. You see what I'm saying? So momentary lapse in judgment. It just so happens he's one of the biggest entertainers in the world on one of the biggest stages in the world. So it's going to come off that way. You see what I'm saying? So give the brother Will Smith some credit. Chris Rock too. They could have towed that motherfucker up. It could have been a full nigga fest. Because look, you know how I give it up. Some people outside of our community probably seen that, was like, told you he act like that in his spare time, honey. Come on now. Let's add every element in this thing. You see what I'm saying? So the optics of seeing two of my brothers conduct themselves like that, I don't want to see that, but it happens. I'm not mad at Will Smith. I'm gonna go watch his next movie. That's his family. That's what he felt he had to do in the moment, but he apologized. He felt it wasn't the right thing. Whatever. Let's move on, but let's understand, like people online saying, stop talking about this. Come on. Stop talking about it, really? When the last time you seen an actor of his magnitude slap a nigga on stage? Name it. Name the last time you seen this in real time. Because look, it's the difference. If they was at the BET Awards, if they was at the BET Awards, it would have been a little different. The optics, all of it, a little bit different. You see, big stage, it shouldn't have happened. We know that. It shouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? But we don't need to be salacious. Let's be fair. Like, let's have a real conversation. He shouldn't have hit him. But when can you tell a man, no, your respect wasn't on the line, you shouldn't have did that? A man gonna say in that moment, I did what I thought I had to do. You just got to be willing to deal with any of the consequences that come with it. And I think he'll be invited back. He'll get killed on social media for hella months. They'll talk about it in the interview. He can request for him not to. It's going to be there. You see what I'm saying? But Will Smith, our brother, man. Chris Rock, our brother, man. Come on, stop all that shit. And man, learn how to make fun of something. Like, use it, talk about it, but we ain't got to kill nobody. We ain't got to cancel nobody. You know what I mean? Even Will and Jada in the August house, that's their life now. Sometimes, though, like, for example, if you look at our brother R. Kelly, that's still my brother. He going through a lot of stuff. I think he's creepy, but that's still my brother. We knew what he was doing. The word got out, videos with piss included. The word got out about how he got down, and then we had to see it. We white folks had to make make TV shows about it and throw it in our face. Then we jumped on the bandwagon like, yeah, we knew it, but wasn't nobody doing nothing. He didn't get canceled till canceled became a thing. You see, there's been rumors about what Jada and Will do for years. I personally think, again, we don't know. Let's not get into that part. I personally think where there's smoke, there's fire. But that don't mean we got to spend time on it, harboring on it, judging them about it. If y'all happy, who gives a shit about what you do in your bedroom? And it seemed like a little bit of their personal life that they didn't want to get leaked kind of bled into the media. Will Smith was like a media darling. He don't have no salacious rumors about him. Don't nothing be going on about him. I'm sure he's done that on purpose. See, I'm sure he's calculated and carefully manufactured his image to be what it is. You see what I'm saying? So get a brother some credit, man. These are just moments, y'all. This is the world we live in. Haven't you seen a regular person lose their cool? That's what I don't. Let's not get all hypocritical and scientific and get all deep. No, he's a regular man who felt like he was laughing till it wasn't funny to his woman who he know is going through some shit. That's what I felt I had to do. And a small bit of it could have been, and that's Chris Rock up there. I got me a W. Because he got the right one. See, Chris Rock. Hey, Chris, he's really not Ali, Chris. You better make him whoop. You ain't his open hand. That's pretty disrespectful. If you would have socked him and Chris fall, you know what I mean? Some blood splatter. That's like, okay, that's some man shit. But he just open hand smack you and walk off. Will Smith, I think that was the worst case scenario for that type of situation. Believe me when I say that, y'all. Believe me when I say that. We know how people look at us. Let me get real for a minute. We know how people look at us outside of our community. We know what we deal with as black men in this society, with the police, with gentrification, with systematic racism. That shit's real. Even if you got $1 billion, like you're still dealing with some of this. The optics of this could have been much worse if he would have hit a different person. Chris Rock could have went ham on his ass. Now we got two big ass black men brawling in front of everybody. The security would have had to come. They would have had to cut the footage. It would have been mayhem. It would have been mayhem, family. So it could have been worse. So look, the end result should be getting brothers a break, man. It happens. He felt like he had to protect his woman. I don't agree with how he handled it, but so what? Who gives a shit if I agree with it or not? You know what I mean? Like, look, this is why I do what I do. So many people create perspectives for views, for likes, for clout, where it's so jaded. I'm like, would you say this to that man in his face? Like, let's stop the bullshit. I know I'm with lights on and the camera. That don't mean I'm going to talk out my face because I'm in the comfort of somewhere. Let's not do that, man. This is these people real life. Did you know that? Yes, they're celebrities. Yes, they put it in our face. That don't mean you get to shit on them because they chose to be an entertainer. And I can't come to your job and shit on you, can I? then go on Twitter and bash you for not putting the right burger in the bag. You'd be like, wait a minute, it's my job. I mean, yesterday was great. That was a bad day. You know what I mean? So let's get these brothers some grace. Shout out to the brother Will Smith. Shout out to the brother Chris Rock. These is still my brothers. Will Smith gonna get over this incident because of the social media the era that we live in. It's gonna be a lot of talk about it. It's gonna be a lot of memes but fuck all that. Like, who cares about what the internet? The internet's not real to a degree. You see what I'm saying? And people like all day flood my timeline with all kind of DMs and everything. Everybody wants to give their perspective and how I see it now. I don't trip off that kind of shit, man. People gonna give their opinion. That's how it works. People gonna give their opinion some way on the left, some way on the right. That don't really matter. At the end of the day, we still need to be unified, right? Can we go there? We still need to be on code. See? So these is both still a momentary lap in judgment does not mean I cancel you. Does not mean I talk shit about you. People were saying I lost respect for the brother Will. Well, if that made you lose respect for him, you ain't have respect for him in the first place, right? Ain't we talking about a collective? Like, if you see 1,000 things from a person, And then one thing you see you don't like and you say, okay, that's it. Well, maybe you didn't respect him in the first place, because the details behind all of this shit, that's why I'm giving perspective and going off what I've seen. But it could be a whole bunch of information about all this shit that we don't know. So you need to speak like, one, you don't know them. Two, there could be information that they can't let everybody know. You see what I'm saying? We never been there. Have you ever been? Have you ever been this famous? Have you ever been that famous before, where you can't go anywhere, your face is everywhere? So let's not speak on shit like we know. Both of those are our brothers. They gonna get over this incident. I hope Jada, with the alopecia, again, from what I seen, it's not deadly. You lose your hair. I read a small article about it. I don't know if it hurts. You see, I don't know if she's at night. Think about, let's look at everything. What if at night in the bed, she crying? She moaning. She can't go to sleep. If he love her, how is he going to act? So now tomorrow we got this show. Tomorrow we got the Oscars. Baby, you feeling cool? Come on, let's go. Damn, I hate you got to feel like this. I hate you going through all this. Add that on to everything else that's been going on with the media and talking about their family, everybody talking about his kids. Do you think he don't see all that? Momentary lapse in judgment. Chris Rock, to him, was all of us. That wasn't Chris Rock he slapped. He slapped the world, family. He slapped everybody that ever said something. He slapped everybody that ever did something. He slapped all of us, family. That wasn't for Chris Rock. That could have been any black. Well, I don't know about that. I think, he slapped all of us, but he chose wisely. You know what I mean? Because the brother Chris Rock did he just slap me? Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. Almost like he was honored. I got slapped by Will Smith. Good dude. Perfect guy. You know what I mean? Perfect guy. So many men would have tore that motherfucker up until they went to jail. Now, look at that. Chris Rock, look at that. Think about that headline. Chris Rock, Will Smith, both arrested after brawl at Oscars. Think about that. In the pictures and the visuals of that, with these niggas with their shirt off bleeding. Think about how America would have took that. You see what I'm saying? So this could have been much worse. Momentary lapse in judgment. Will Smith would be cool. Chris Rock will be cool. You feel me? So that's all I want to say about the situation. Both of them, my brothers. We love them, brothers. Continue to support people, man. Don't be on this cancel shit. Be critical, but like allow empathy to seep into these situations. We don't know these people. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know what has taken place that we don't know. So add that into your criticism. See? Be critical of something. It's happening in the public sphere, so we can't speak about it. But canceling, you don't know nobody like that. But you don't respect them because of the movies you've seen them in. I mean, come on now. You feel me? So also, do me a favor, family. This Thursday, me and my brothers is having I think this is the 7th or 8th annual Brothers Can We Talk. Brothers Can We Talk is a platform that was started by my guy, Barry Axius, where we go online. We have a video situation like this where we talk about different incidents going on in the Black community that men are responsible for or men need to address. This Thursday, we're going to be talking about are Black men too fragile? Great conversations we have. It's like 3 or 4 of us, me, Barry, Jermaine, Hakeem. I think Tyler going to be there too. So we're going to have a real good conversation. Check for the flyer. I put the flyer up already on my social media sites. I'm going to continue to put it up. We're going to do it through StreamYard. So it's going to be on YouTube and She Could Be My Daughter Facebook page. I'll give y'all all the information today or tomorrow. I love y'all. Please continue to subscribe to the Melanated Convo YouTube channel if you haven't done so yet. If you like hearing this type of thing from an audio perspective, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, everywhere digital podcasts are available, you can hear this show. I love y'all. We out.